Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So East Carolina's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. That swagger sets the tone for this offense, and Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better getting back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Billman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Is incomplete. It's 3rd down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the... making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
So North Texas offense will take the field for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Mean Green! What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
East Carolina, 0.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
On second down, he'll fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Pirates will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. To the air. It's Morris. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this brings up a 3rd down and identical situation, right? Like, do I want to be physical? Do I want to run the football? Or do I maybe want to take a shot? It's always interesting. These situations in football always come down to aggressiveness. How aggressive do you want to be? Because, Palmer, you kind of know what kind of coverage you're going to get.
Yeah, and I think for this running back, too, knowing him, he's just super competitive. He's going to want an opportunity to get another crack at this right now and really sort of get himself lathered up into the rhythm of this game. I'd give him another shot toting the rock here on 3rd.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Gets away from one. Finds some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, you got to be precise with that throw if you're the QB, right? It's a corner route. It's against man coverage, so you got to get it out early, and you got to put it out over the shoulder of the receiver so he can catch it for a big gain.
And the Pirates are on the move. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Grabs it in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, North Texas. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Movement here from the tight end. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Back to throw, it's Hauser. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's the advantage right there of having... got an extra DB. You got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Porter. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. North Texas in the hurry-up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Porter. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Second down.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Dances away from the heat. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The back goes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking the shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Morris. Right down the middle. It's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. North Texas in the hurry up. Trying to get in the end zone again. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stuck.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move, it's Harris. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Starting to feel a little pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Pirates line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Morris. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
That is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
East Carolina, 0.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. To throw, it's Hauser. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And the Pirates get it past the sticks. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
To the air on 1st down. Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, East Carolina.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs and help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
He'll do it himself. It's loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this team tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. North Texas in the hurry up. Trying to find his man on first down. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Porter. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now he's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, there's the ball. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back.
Gonna let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The Pirates have a first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Oh, he wants it all. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, ECU.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He wants to pass it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Hammond. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, they picked up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the run, still looking. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Hand off from the shotgun. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. North Texas in the hurry up. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Just drives it between the uprights. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He's going to bring it out from deep. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Line gets set, 1st down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 30. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Off play action. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like
the offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snatches it on the right. Off he goes. Touchdown, Pirates. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He'll try to pop the draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about solve this game away. To the ground to try to move the chains. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. Unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.